the year 1897, in a colonial India groaning under British rule, a child was born in Cuttack, a child who would one day shake the foundations of the mightiest empire the world had ever known. They named him Subash, but the world would come to know him as Netaji, the leader. From childhood, Subash was different. While other boys played, he read Swami Vivekananda and wept. His father, Janakinath, was a government lawyer, respected, comfortable, loyal to the colonial order. At Presidency College, Calcutta, the finest institution in colonial India, young Subash was consistently first in his class. When British Professor E.F. Oaten publicly insulted Indian students, calling them niggers, it was Subash who organized the response. Oaten was physically assaulted. Subash was expelled. He paid without hesitation. His father sent him to Fitzwilliam College, Cambridge, to secure a career, to become part of the imperial machinery. Subash sat the Indian Civil Service examination and came fourth out of the entire empire. Fourth, he could have been a collector, a district commissioner. On a grey London morning in 1921, he wrote his resignation letter to the Secretary of State. He walked away from everything his family had worked for. He walked toward India. He landed in Bombay in July 1921. The India he returned to was on fire. Non-cooperation movement, Khilafat agitation, millions awakening. And at the center of it all, a small, bespectacled man in a white dhoti. Before Gandhi, there was Deshbandhu, friend of the nation, Chittaranjan Das of Bengal. He became Subhash's political father, his mentor, his guide into the labyrinth of Indian politics. Das saw immediately what Subash was, not just a politician, but a force of nature. He made young Subash CEO of the Calcutta Municipal Corporation. At 25, Subash Bose was running one of the largest cities in the British Empire. But Das died in 1925 and left a gap that would never be filled. Gandhi, the word alone stopped rooms. In 1921, Subhash Chandra Bose met the Mahatma for the first time, and history held its breath. Two extraordinary souls, different as fire and water, as sword and spinning wheel. Gandhi believed freedom must be earned through suffering and moral force alone. Bose believed suffering without power was just suffering. The bond between them was real, but the fault line ran deep from the very first handshake. The British jailed him 11 times across 2 decades. 11. Aleppo Jail, Mandalay Prison in Burma, European exile for health. They put him in solitary. They denied him books. They transported him across the ocean to get him away from India. Each time, he emerged more dangerous than when he went in. In Mandalay, he studied Marxism, nationalism, and military theory by candlelight. Prison was his university, and he graduated with honors. In February 1938, at the Congress session in Haripura, Subhash Chandra Bose was elected president of the Indian National Congress, carried to the session on a chariot. The entire nation celebrated. He was 41 years old at the summit of democratic power in colonial India, and he intended to use every ounce of it. He immediately called for complete independence, not dominion status, and gave the British an ultimatum: quit India within 6 months or face an armed struggle. In January 1939, Bose ran for re-election as Congress president against Gandhi's own personally endorsed candidate, Pattabi Sitaramaiah. Gandhi staked his personal authority. If Bose wins, it is my defeat. Bose won by 1,580 votes. The shock in Congress circles was seismic. Gandhi said, Sitaramaiah's defeat is more my defeat than his. And then, quietly, systematically, every Gandhi ally in the working committee resigned, one by one, making the presidency ungovernable. Bose fought for 3 months. Then, with the dignity that defined him, he resigned. He didn't break, he built.